All right, it's March 8th, Tuesday, for Aurora. Rena, Mikey,
I'm back.
Jeff, and what's up? You, Mikey, got a little stone.
Mikey, we missed you last week. We're sorry that you had a little issue with the parking, but
There was a lot of issues that
There
have
was
come
a lot
across.
going
What
on
was this,
last
like a
week?
3-episode hiatus, right? No.
No.
Yeah, I
You?
think it's about 3.
I think you should tell your loyal fans and listeners why you've been dodging them.
Well, there was Mexico, right? Mexico's an issue. Everyone's talking about Ukraine, but no one talks about what happened to me in Mexico. We're not going to talk about that.
Dude,
But whatever.
right?
Mikey went to Mexico and got a sex change operation. You went from
Snip,
man
snap,
to boy to man.
vasectomy. Then I got the unvasectomy.
Then you got a
and then
vagina,
the vasectomy,
then you
and then
got
the
a vasectomy.
unvasectomy.
Nice.
Snip, snap, snip.
You can
Mexico is good for those surgeries.
Yes, you can get the stuff at the airport, the hydrochloroquine and what's that stuff that. Bill
So you
Cosby
were
used to use?
imprisoned in Mexico, forced to perform with a donkey. Then that's just one episode. What else?
Shoveled my way. What's that guy that they found in the tunnel over there? That other guy, that gangster?
Chapo.
Swan. Yeah, El Chapo.
Yeah.
They found out.
They
Chapo?
found him, but apparently everyone forgot about the tunnel. So I just used the same tunnel. No one filled it. Yeah.
Nice.
That's how government works. So they left the tunnel, and here I am. I'm back. Found my way.
Nice. Well, welcome home,
Thank you.
Mikey. Mikey from Mexico.
Yes.
So you guys, though, you had quite the guests, right? I seen last week you
Oh,
had
we had all kinds of things
the
going
seat
on.
is warm. I want
Is
to
that
thank.
door locked? Because
Rich.
I'm not up for visitors today.
Yes, the door is
I
locked.
pay specific
Yes.
security. Okay, so there's a specific number of security guards and security devices.
We're going to
In
start
place.
employing doormen at the studio during the Raw show. You got this? Boomer's got this. Standing
the,
at
in
the
the
door with
contract.
an AK.
the views and opinions expressed to Eric B. Media are not necessarily, on Far Aurora, are not necessarily the views and opinions of Eric B. Media.
First off, upon my return as well, Jeff, we've had some negotiations in the contract. I had
Yes.
like a chauffeur.
You have a contract.
Oh yeah, but we don't talk about I know I might be seeking you upon renegotiation.
Get it?
Wow.
I can't.
That
You
was
know
pretty
what?
good.
I knew we missed him for a reason.
Renegotiation on my next
Did we?
contract.
Don't steal my pen.
However, my point being though, so I had the chauffeurance right done. That's one thing in the contract, but so that took care of that.
All right, big
Didn't
game
have to
history. We got to say the state of the city address today.
No, it's Women's Day, National Women's Day.
It's all right. National Women's Day.
Mic up.
I don't know why we need a special day. As far as I'm concerned, every day is National Women's Day,
Goddamn right.
right?
Yeah.
Isn't it Black History Month too? February,
that month
That's
is
we're
over.
not
March.
in February. It's okay.
March,
March.
Black History Month. Lot of
A lot of games.
activities
Okay.
going on with that.
A lot of gays.
BCC always has some nice lectures.
All right, can we cut to the chase and just talk about why
the city
Jason
council meeting?
Correa
Don't you want to talk about city council meeting
Duro-
tonight?
doesn't work at Duro Steakhouse anymore?
Do you want me to? I'll tell you.
Let's flip a coin.
The statements
Heads or
made by
tails?
me are not necessarily fact. They're gossip, rumor. I actually read this on the bathroom wall.
Okay.
Actually,
All right. What do you
and
got?
rumor had it
For a good time.
that your former mayor may have misappropriated some business funds
Oh boy,
that were not his to misappropriate.
Jesus!
Does that
Christ.
sound right?
Does that mean?
Rumor has it he may be unemployed.
Wow. Now a condition of his release is being employed.
Well, I don't know. I've been doing law for what, 21, 22 years. And oftentimes when you are charged with a crime, you have the presumption of being released on personal recognizance. You're promised to come back. And other times, though, some people have conditions attached to that.
Mhm.
Like when they say post money, you post money.
I had to
Or
stay
when
away
they
from
say
school years.
stay away from school zones, like Jeff can't go near school zones or children under the age of 16. It's
18.
a condition of his release.
Yes.
Right. So my understanding was your former mayor had conditions of his release that included working, right? Not having don't do any startup internet businesses, right? Stay away from the witnesses. Don't intimidate them, right?
Don't run for office. Could he run for
So
office?
I don't know what they're going to do. When I have had clients that have violated the conditions of their release, I have had many a client brought back into court under a warrant and their conditions either change, they get held, they get charged. So I don't know what's happening to your former mayor. I do know, I want the peanut butter
All
one.
right. Let me have a piece of that.
I do know, though, that it is disturbing, if in fact the rumors are true, that if he's unemployed, that he's not in front of the judge again.
Yeah, but I thought he's already gotten like so many extensions and extensions.
Yeah,
and
rumor
so
had it the extensions were kind of
part of an
part of
investigation.
another investigation.
Holding, ruling on the field and the extension, another flag. No, this guy's he's
So
already.
now we
No, he's
got
like the Teflon Don.
now we got another case and a possible third co-defendant. You'll create the fourth. Oh, the third is there.
Do you think they'll charge the unborn child?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, but how much do Jenny is that Stand By Your Man chick though? She should be singing that country song. Stand by your man.
Yeah, she's right on the
original.
Right?
Dolly.
Who did the original?
Dolly Parton, right?
If anybody knows who did the
Dr.
original Stand By Your Man, we'd like you to call in and maybe sing a bar or two of that song. But she reminds me of like Hillary Clinton, who
Okay.
stood by her man.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
definitely. It was
Right?
definitely Dolly Parton.
What
Yeah.
other famous women have stood
She's
by
only
their
in the
men?
council.
All I can say is if people want to call
Hillary Clinton.
call in at 5:25, we have a special call. We have the
Hillary Clinton.
Right?
we have the fancy anthem at 5:45.
Epstein, Giselle seems to be standing by her man, right?
Who, Tom?
Well, Epstein, his girl Giselle,
Oh,
she stood.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine, Miss
Yes.
Maxwell, she stood by her man.
Yeah.
What other? Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie took a bullet for her man,
Yep.
right?
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Beyonce
The
standing
Queen
by
Bee.
the Queen Bee standing by her man.
Chris Brown, Rihanna.
I don't know, but if my boyfriend was in,
OJ,
if my
Nicole.
let me tell you something. If my boyfriend was in business with my father
Yeah.
and he took some
Step.
of my father's
Step.
hard, I don't give a fuck, step or regular, and took some of my family's money, you can bet there'd be no I'm standing by my man bullshit.
Who-
It'd be out the door, bro.
Which one are we talking about right now? Who
Any
took the family's money?
any shit. But your former mayor taking
Oh.
money from the business.
So what's the newest thing I heard about as far as like there's a rock that might have come back as not being of value as the same as assumed?
Stop it. You heard that rumor too?
I heard a rumor, but I don't know anything else about
Mikey's
it.
got a rumor.
No, they-
I didn't have a rumor. I said I heard the rumor. I'm asking
That
if
the
there's any
high-end-
validity to it.
The high-end
You cannot-
jewelry isn't high-end.
I don't know anything except someone said to me, "Hey, Mikey, you hear anything about this?" I said, "What, bro?" They said, "Hey, I heard some of these diamonds make me Mexican." I said, "I don't know
Is that
nothing
how
about
they're
this."
saying it too, bro?
You guys see that in your microphones?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna try to take phone calls the proper way today. All right, so it's National Women's Day, and you know what 2 months today is? It's your Mother's Day. Mother's Day.
Your mother guy.
So I'm gonna get a shovel.
Your
I'm gonna go
mother's
down
gonna
and visit
go.
my mother, and I'm gonna give her a nice, happy day.
Messenger audio.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're up on
The
Forward Rock.
Matrix is here.
Of course, it doesn't work.
Sunrise.
No, still doesn't work. I got something wrong with my phone, Rich. Hold on. Let me put you. Let me dump your. Let me put you on speakerphone. You there? Are you there now?
Can you hear me? Radio check over.
Yeah, I got you. Unfortunately, we got you. What's going on, Rich?
He misses me.
Question for Miss Brown, for Miss Reedy.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
You miss me?
A little bit.
Just a little bit,
Just a little
Not
bit.
at all, right?
huh?
I said it's better than not at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm Rich. Rich, my seat smells like gasoline and burnt tires.
Okay. My question for Miss Brown.
Talk to me, brother.
You were in your prime during this Robin Murphy shit.
I was in my prime. I was.
So, and I know you have a better memory than Jeff. Can you give a little bit of an account of what you remember?
I can tell you that I remember when I made a decision to live a lifestyle that included being on the street. The word was
Bird.
don't hang out with Robin and Carl because it was nothing but problems. And so if I went to any of the places that they were at, I left. I was new. I was fairly new to that street life. You know, I had people that were watching my back, but the rumor was
Did you choose it or did it choose you?
I chose the street life.
Right.
So, you know, my memory was, you know, the bars on Bedford Street was the Ho Stroll, right? and you did like the Pheasant and the Penthouse and
Yeah.
what were the
Pier
other places?
14.
Pier 14.
Yeah, it's like they do now with the restaurant drive. You go up and down Bedford Street, and you can visit all the various spots.
and I happen to be more of a Pleasant Street hoe as versus a Bedford Street hoe,
Yeah.
so
About
I was in
15%
better
higher.
hands. But
Expensive, more expensive.
you know, if you were
Classier.
a girl in my position, if you were listening to anybody, you stayed away from Robin and Carl.
So many layers.
you know?
of jokes.
Javis or Drew?
Drew.
Drew. Okay.
How about you, Rich? You remember them?
No, I was born in 77.
Oh, you a baby.
Oh, did any of them molest you?
I don't remember them being around.
So maybe it's a
Well, it tends to be something you black out. So
yeah. Well, Robin Murphy, we found out today that we won't find out her decision on parole because they're backlogged for 6 to 9 months. So imagine having your parole hearing today at noon, and you won't find out your fate. for
No, but
6 to
so
9
that's not
months.
unusual. A lot of the times you go before the parole board,
All right,
and
Rich.
it takes a
anything
little
to add?
while for your decision.
Anything to add, Rich?
You guys rock it. Come on.
We love Rich.
All right, Rich. So we'll talk to you later, my friend. You have a good day.
You too, bud.
RBT, the man. How's the quality of your call? I got to give it a 4-star just because it was RBT.
So, Robin Murphy has spent a shit ton of time in jail. And, I, as a defense attorney, jail's a horrible place.
33 years.
And no, 33 years. The problem is the last time she got out, she,
Unknown caller.
she didn't rise above anything than what she was before. And a lot of times, though, you're a parolee or on probation, you hang with other parolees in probation. If you're in a halfway house, everybody in there is a junkie or on parole or on probation. So you're hanging with the same type of people. I get it. But it's unfortunate.
You're live, Aurora.
I'm alive from Tuscaloosa.
Oh, we got all
We got the Higgins report. What's happening, Pat?
Back when you come into dinner in Fall River.
I will be up there hopefully before Saturday for the annual reopening of the A&W Root Beer in Smithfield, Rhode Island on 40.
Oh, very good. Where there's root beer, there's Pat.
Dairy Queen.
Hey, Pat, on the city council agenda tonight is the confirmation of Laura Washington on the sewer commission. You got a position? You got a position on that?
He said, "What is
What
she?"
does she know about shit?
I don't think you have to know about shit. I think you have to know shit about shit. You just need to know how to be accountable for the millions of dollars that commission
I
would
don't
be.
have a problem with Laura going on the board. I think there'd be a lot more transparency. And I think there'd be a lot less open meeting law violations on that board. I think we're in good hands. I hope she gets on it.
Right?
I think she'll do a good job.
What's the state of the city?
The city. I was really depressed because Judge Woodlock gave Jen that birthday present yesterday and didn't even wish her happy birthday, knowing today was her 50th birthday.
Well, after her Academy Award winning performance, right? Did she deserve any less?
For that one.
That's an Academy Award winning.
Laid eyes on that kid.
She did a good job. She did a good job.
It was Academy Award winning.
Woodlock was going to give her a year and a half, and he just.
I figured 6 months.
Now, you coming up for tomahawk steak?
I understand the restaurant has been sold, and there's some. Apparently, the Jazel legal fund was very well funded out of the restaurant.
Oh, no doubt. That's exactly what we heard. Who bought the restaurant?
I don't know. I don't know that yet.
Wow, Patrick doesn't know something.
Hey, is there any truth to the rumor that non-diamonds were being marketed as diamonds?
I have no idea.
Well, where's
Knowing
the
her wouldn't surprise me for this cubic zirconia.
what?
All I know is I miss Charlie's. Like Rosen's.
What do you miss?
Charlie's.
Rosen's and Charlie's and Mariana Rougeau.
Oh, she was the girl that you murdered and left behind down in high school. All right, Patrick. The statute of limitations.
Pat,
doesn't
your
expire.
favorite hooker is still here. Just relax, all right, brother? Pat, your favorite hooker is still here.
I know.
Patrick,
She was the best. Yeah.
why are you calling from a secret phone?
Because it happens to be on my desk and I just happened to use the VoIP line.
Oh, okay. All right, we got the can of Phantom, the Higgins report.
Hey, now tomorrow we have to advertise that tomorrow morning on Just Kidding with Jeff Leary, soon
Do you hear that?
by FedEx,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a mystery
Oh, yeah, it's gotta go. It's too
product
loud, yeah.
inside that box that should make Sunetta very happy, but we cannot discuss what it was.
What is it, a pound of weed?
No, but it's definitely edibles.
All right, we'll take care of it. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Pat.
All right, we got a call from the can of Phantom. What's happening?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
This guy's the best.
Not bad. We got the fan on the
The
back.
420. Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
This is the 420 report, except.
At 5:26, because
Wait a-
what happens is time.
5:26 today, though.
Oh, okay. Because he called at 420, and we were actually getting stoned in the car at 420. So.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm doing that right now. I'm getting ready to do a couple strain reviews and stuff, you know.
What do you got going on?
So today, man, like my buddy, he lives out towards like Quincy area and stuff. So he picked me up some stuff from Concan out in Millis. You ever hear of the Snoop Dogg doggy bags?
Yes, I have. We're gonna market Prestige Marijuana Industries is gonna go head to head with Snoop Dogg.
I know, man. You got to get me out there, man. I'll promote for you guys.
Hey.
You know the deal.
So what is the Snoop Dogg baggie about? What are we talking about?
This is a collabo he did with the Cookies Company.
Right.
And the guy Berner from the Cookies Company, he pretty much trusted Comcan to grow his stuff. You know what I mean? He knew they grew the best shit around, so he had them grow their stuff or whatever. But yeah, this right here, this doggy bag is pretty much Snoop Dogg and the guy Berner's collabo.
So it's edibles. It's edible cookie.
Edibles?
Cookie.
No, it's a flower. It's a strain. It's actually it's an indica. It's 14% THC. It's great for all types of stuff, man. You know.
Yeah, it's great for staying awake at work.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, if you want a mild high.
The package, right? The package is nice. I just put it up on my website. But yeah, it looks like the old school Snoop Dogg album cover, the Doggy style album cover.
Oh well, they smoke those giant blunts anyway, so 14% will do the trick. How much is that?
Yeah, it's great, dude. It smells great. I know a lot of times people get caught up on that percentage.
Yeah.
But man, like the terpenes in it, like it's completely fire. Like it's got that nice gassy smell to it, nice crystally sticky nuts. Like it's really good. I'm surprised.
The can of Phantom knows his stuff. All right, can of Phantom. Thank you for your weekly review. We'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Bye,
man.
honey. Thank you.
See you later. No problem.
See, now I heard that before that it doesn't matter if people want to chime in. I don't think we want to talk about weed.
He's
for the
talking
whole
about
show,
though.
but
His point is valid though. The crystals will make a difference, but yeah, the science. I don't know, man.
trust the science.
Always trust the science.
So, Rena, what else we got on this list here? Bullying in schools, the state of the city.
I heard your little spiel this morning about pleading with parents to teach their kids about bullying.
Yeah.
I was at my house this weekend and there was a teenager. My girlfriend has a granddaughter. She's a teenager.
Oh, you're a lesbian now? Are you coming out?
And this teenager was like, I don't know, I think she was like 13 or 14. She's in the middle school, right?
Yeah, 13, 14.
And I have to tell you something. Out of the gate, teenagers are problematic, but she was something special. And I don't want to be derogatory, but I can tell you that if poor attitude is a prerequisite to being a teenager, this chick just won a Golden Globe.
Yes.
Okay. And the stuff that goes on with kids is mind-boggling, is criminal too.
Yes.
I mean, if you are being hit, I mean, that's it.
Right.
And she showed us a video of another teenager, this boy slapping a girl. And I was so disturbed by it. I said, are you shitting me? Like, where are the adults that are supervising these teenagers? And apparently it happened somewhere over in Tiverton and nobody knows about it. Nobody wants to be accountable. I can tell you something. If my daughters ever came home and said, Jojo Potato Head slapped me, I'd have been in jail and charged with a crime a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I just got zero tolerance for that. And for these kids, they're talking about beating each other up, and they are beating each other up.
We're encouraging this, though.
ganging it- yeah,
We're
they're-
encouraging this in society. I had to have this.
crazy.
I had to have this conversation with people where the problem is we came up in a generation where they were putting this in front of everyone, and while the adults were trying to judge it, it got twisted like, well, you're the uncool one if you just don't get it. There's too many people now who are seeing a lot of this is just over the top, but it's been directing. Like it's gone from just being like a thing for kids to listen to or people to listen to growing up to now people are following it like direction. So you have a lot of these kids acting violent because they're listening and watching shit. I'm not saying violence and things in music or in art is the problem. What I'm telling you is the twist here is the art isn't just being displayed, it's being told, like directed. Like people are getting instruction from art. Do you see?
They're bombarded with violence. I don't care if it's
No, but again, if you watch someone,
They-
if you watch
right.
it, it's one thing, but they're almost getting, I said, there's like this weird twist to it where it's not even just watching. They're getting instructed, like, this is what you should be. This is okay. This is the behavior
Like-
to emulate.
one of my problems is why are we not banning phones in school? Like, why are these
okay, I
kids?
see what you're saying.
Because a lot of the bullying is promoted and takes place through social media, right? And everybody's living this social media life. It's all about the selfies and the photos and the posting and the Snapchats and the Instagrams. And why are schools not banning having these items in school? These kids
The
should
kids
have
will
that shit in
sneak
school.
it though. They'll find a way. You know that. Like
I don't-
sneaking, banning will do a certain
Listen.
amount. You shouldn't encourage it. I'm with you. Don't encourage it.
Pat these bastards down and take the phones.
They can easily do it. Don't they have the technology anyway to make it so the room cancels the cell phones and whatnot?
Like if
Like,
there's
you
a
cut
dress
the
code, right?
target.
Girls can't walk into school with just pasties on. Why? Because there's a dress code and they enforce it, right?
Mhm.
Why are they not enforcing this? Yeah, you don't need a phone
Because-
in school. I went through all of school. I didn't have a goddamn phone. I never died. Now it's what if I have to get in touch with your mother? You have to call your mother. You go to the office and you use the office phone to call your mother. Like, I don't see why it's okay.
Plot twist.
Go ahead.
A lot of the apps and stuff that these kids and such are hooked on, right, come from where? What region of origin? China. I'm just making a weird little
I
twist.
got you.
Then my point
Is
is
this
though, if
another
you're-
one of them conspiracy theories?
it's not though, because what I'm saying is they create the addiction, they push it into our media to push onto the kids. The kids are addicted. Like you're saying, why don't we stop them? Why don't we stop them? Well, I don't know, but if you go to China, they stop them hardcore. And I'm not saying we should go to that
Hardcore,
level.
Exactly.
But I'm not saying we should go to that level, but read between the lines then. What I'm saying is, why are we ignoring the between the lines? They created the poison, they put it into the country, the media spreads it, everyone welcomes it, their country bans it, we allow it, and then we wonder what's happening. It's right there in front of everyone. No one wants
Yeah,
to pay
no.
attention.
But also, so we got a call, but also
Who goes there?
the word addicted. We're going to talk about that because the addicted isn't addicted, right?
I mean, I like dick, but I don't like
I
addicted.
knew that was coming up somewhere in there.
No,
That's
it
what she
was.
said. It's
It
coming
was.
up somewhere
I
in
like
there.
the
See what's
pole,
up.
not
You're-
the hole.
You're live on Forever Raw.
Hey guys, what's going on?
What's happening?
I'm addicted to porn, as that helps.
You like corn? I like corn. Corn on the cob.
Cornhole.
No, porn.
Oh, porn.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Porn.
Like the fat boy.
Yeah.
Well, geez, it's called Forward Raw for nothing.
Well, you got to go to Dairy Queen after.
Well,
What category? What category?
Mikey wants to know what porn.
What category?
I don't know about that right now.
Oh, he ain't even sure because it's
Look, I know there's a general type, but what's the subplot here? Like we know. Guys under the sink, guys above the sink. What are we doing?
That's not David.
Well, I'll say this real quick. Let's just say I got stopped by 6 cop cars a few years ago, and I was got out of a friend's house, and a group of these cops we wanted to know where I was, where I live. So, long story short, I was all good to go, and then the guy was like, "Oh, what kind of movies do you have in there?" So I showed him a bag of porn, and he's like, "All right, get the hell out of here."
They didn't even want to know. No, but it's okay because Jeff has some eclectic tastes in porn.
Oh, geez, Jeff's a dirty perv. I'm just kidding, man.
You ain't kidding, bro. You ain't kidding. You're not kidding. This is truth.
Hey, so what if I like to pet a horse once in a while and try to milk it?
He's so crazy.
What's going on with today's topics, guys? So
We have a state of the city, man.
We're talking about State of the city, how Robin Murphy went for her parole hearing and was told, all right, we'll get back to you in 6 or 9 months. But go sit in your cell and be
Do
a
you
good
think
girl.
Robin should be paroled? Are you a Fall River guy?
Of course.
So you know Robin Murphy and the whole saga, right?
That one, no.
Where Robin and Carl Drew
I think
killed a bunch of chicks.
Cole was probably born in the 80s, and this happened in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was
she.
born in '86.
Okay.
Oh,
so-
you're a puppy.
Yeah.
I know.
Yummy.
I'm in my 30s. Everyone still says I look in my 20s.
Ooh, that's so yummy.
Did you see the movie or the video Fall River, the murder mystery?
The documentary, yes.
Oh.
You know, it's so funny. It's sad because our city is just a joke with crime and murder
Right.
in the city and corruption.
Yeah. It's crazy. Put Fall River right on the map, though.
So let me ask you two things I want to bring up. Number one, you said about I didn't watch your show unfortunately, but you said that Jesu got fired of his own business.
He might have. It wasn't his business. The business was owned by his wife and her family somehow.
Rephrase that. Yes, his his wife's father.
Family, yeah, stepfather or father.
Yeah,
I think there were some business owners. There might have been partners involved, and they owned They own the businesses,
And they knew how to work a calculator.
and they discovered that Jaziel also knew how to use a calculator to his advantage.
Since he loves to screw people, not in a good way, in the city.
Should be a porn star.
Oh,
Dr. Shiva, I understand. Not one of them knew how to use a calculator. I get it. I understand.
Host in a WSAR or do his own podcast to make all that money.
Yeah, you ain't kidding,
Yeah.
Jaziel.
Hey, it'll be the new 4 to 6 slot. We'll have a new ex-mayor every 2 years for
Are you kidding me? That fucking show will be on the roof. Calling, prank calling, or whatever.
Are you trying to say he's going to move in? He's going to take the 4 to 6 off of Will? So he
Yeah.
took the mayor seat. And he's going
We've
to
got
take
6
the
years.
he's going to take the radio seat.
He could be. He
Netflix.
could do a podcast 4 to 6 and compete
Netflix.
with Will Flanagan.
No, I think
Netflix-
he's doing 4 to 6.
Netflix don't got the budget for that. They don't got the budget for that.
No, but tonight's city of the state.
What's the state of the city? What do you think?
Yeah.
City of the state. I like
I
that.
hope he takes it serious.
Do you think we need a new diamond
No,
school?
we don't.
Okay, thank you. Are you a taxpayer?
No, but I support the taxpayers who are going to be
Thank
struggling
you.
more and
He pays
rent.
rent.
No, you pay rent, and,
Yeah.
your rent will be increased if the property taxes go up, right?
Of course,
Right.
including water fees
Yeah.
and all that shit that's going to come. What's next? I'm sure that Paul Cooley probably may want to bring back purple bags.
Well,
but I
Paul
doubt that.
Paul wants to put that diamond on the ballot, and boy, that's that city council. They're having a little tug of war.
Well, I used to go on to the show a couple times, but let me say this: if the councils are not going to give the people a say, then vote them out next year. Vote them out.
Agreed.
All right, tell people to dust off those suits.
Dust off those suits.
Well, hey, maybe next year might be different. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah. Hey, one last thing.
Yeah.
Do you think that what was I going to say?
We should recall
Oh,
Trot Lee.
No, do you think there was a massive walkout tonight as the mayor picked up?
Over under 5 people.
No, I don't think there is. And
Over
let
under
me
5
say this,
people.
Even if there was a major walkout,
Did people really walk out?
No, I don't.
No.
There was a
Over
planned
under
walkout.
5
Hey,
people.
call
Should be
him.
very
Mikey's
easy.
asking
Okay,
you.
that's enough.
What do you think?
That's enough.
Over or under 5 people walked out?
Did people walk out?
Over
Who?
at least 2 people.
Over
Who
under
walked
5
out?
people. I keep asking.
Two.
Who walked out?
Somebody's
People
texting
walk out?
the caller
I'm
and
gonna
his
go with a
mother.
hard under. I'm gonna go with a hard under.
All right, caller. Appreciate the call.
Easy.
5 or
Have a good
under.
day.
Hard under, but the 5 I might. I
So
might
I-
push. I
hey,
might push on the 5.
Completely unrelated to the city, Guy Reffitt. You know who he is?
The guy who
Guy Reffitt, Reffitt.
Food Network.
No, he was the very first of 500 people that are defendants in the Capitol riots from January of 2020.
Oh,
so, in
the
case you
grandmother
forgot,
with the flag.
in January of 2020, a ton of people
Domestic terrorist. the grandmother with the
rioted
flag.
and they stormed the Capitol building. Well, This guy just had his trial. His
Yeah.
kid
I hate
testified
everything
against
about
him in the
it.
trial.
I hate everything about
They
this.
found him guilty,
That kid's a little shit.
and sentencing was put over for a few months.
Wow.
Now there's 500 more defendants that are going to be tried, and now they're all like, "Oh shit!" They found the jury of 12 people. It was 6 men, 6 women. Heard testimony. They deliberated only 4 hours and came back with guilty on all counts.
For the same person in DC.
Right. He's looking at up to 20 years in jail. And
I hate everything about that story because
It
it's just to
pitted-
me,
right,
it shows that
it
that
pitted
kid got
fit-
sold into the system so bad
Right.
because I just everything
Well,
about
one
it is
of his-
gross. I
one
don't care
of
what
his
anyone says.
claims-
It's gross. That he said about getting the gun or
one
whatever.
of his claims to fame
Oh.
is that he's a Texan 3%er.
Mm.
Now, I don't know what a Texan 3%er
It's
is,
gross.
but maybe it's like these oath keepers. Maybe Chris Beckham could call in and tell us
Dust
what
off
these
his memory.
dust off his suit and tell us what
So
this
I'm getting
Texan
a
3%er
text. 'Cause
is.
people love gossip. People love like the,
Oh, they love
the beauty of
gossip.
it. But Peter Cabral, the owner of the Cove, may be the new owner of said restaurant on Tertia Street.
Hey, they're having a drag.
That'd be nice. I
event.
mean,
And
I
the
like that
Cove
Peter Cabral puts
may-
money in these
maybe up
businesses.
For business, the Cove may be up
No.
for business.
You know what makes sense about
I
that?
doubt
Because
that.
they have
I'm just telling you right now for the first time.
I don't know how to explain this, but they have an event going on that's promoting like a drag queen event. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I will tell you, it
At the
seemed
library?
odd for the Cove. Like I've never seen the Cove do such an event. So
Those drag events are
I just don't feel
money
like it's,
makers.
no, I know, but what I'm saying is, if it's a moneymaker, now you're with me. He just said there's rumors that they could be selling it. I'm not saying they are, but if
I
you
don't
needed
know.
some money,
I
that's
like
a good
the
way to
idea
grab
of-
money.
I
It's a-
like
it's
the
an
idea
event.
of Peter Cabral running
It's an
another
event.
business. I like the Cove.
That's an
It had
event, though.
problems like all other businesses.
What do you think about the price of gas
COVID.
compared to
COVID.
the price of gas?
I don't give a
Price
fuck
of
about
gas.
it. I don't care about the price
Right,
of gas.
but do you think
Road.
a lot of people, conservatives, are thinking that it's going to be a bloodbath for the Democrats this November?
I think that
Not in
The
Massachusetts.
state of the world, just not only gas, inflation, the state of the world.
there's a ban on all Russian imports right now, right? Didn't Biden put
Yeah,
a
that was
ban
great.
on
I
all
watched
Russian?
that. Hey, my favorite part was when he said that we're all going to have to eat it because of it. That's my favorite part.
And I don't.
And then he
um,
said that that's what was coming. We should expect it.
I mean,
That was my favorite.
I just when the price of gas went up, I raised the rent on my rental units. I mean, we're all going to bear the cost for that, not just me.
You don't have
But
a
you know,
choice.
the thing is, tenants don't realize this: when oil goes up, heat goes
Yeah.
up, electric goes up, everything I pay to run my house goes up because
AKA.
everybody
Get ready for the
um,
infighting,
puts-
everyone.
that onus of the increased fuel costs, on the property owners. So I
No-
told my tenants, I'm sorry. I know that, I hate raising the
you
rent,
don't like it,
but
get the
it's got to
fuck
go
out.
up. It's got to go up.
Water bills and property taxes.
Yeah, no, I'm
I
telling you.
hate to give free plugs out like I do every week, but let's raise funds for Ukraine together. Somerset Liquors, they have a little jingle that plays on. The,
I like Somerset
Yeah.
Liquors,
So
right?
I love it. I
What's
mean,
the
what's there
jingle?
not to like about it? That's it's like King's Inn, well, except with true liquor.
I like King's Inn.
Yeah, I don't. If you purchase a bottle of Russian
That's because
vodka,
they kicked you out. You can't go there anymore.
yeah, I know, because they were too old.
They're good.
Yeah.
Nah,
If you
this is
purchase
welcome.
a bottle of Russian vodka for $16.99 to dump out on social media, tag Somerset Liquors, or we will make it for dumping for us. Somerset Liquors will donate.
You're not making any sense. So Somerset,
That's right here
how about
to
this?
fucking
He doesn't
you.
want to say out
Somerset-
loud
how about
dumping
this?
vodka. It's not coming
Somerset
out right.
Liquors
He's
is
shaking,
having a
trying to say it.
fundraiser for Ukraine. Call or go to Somerset Liquors.
But it doesn't involve dumping vodka.
I'll dump the vodka.
I
Let me
don't-
get
There's
reimbursed.
no way. He's gonna
I
dump the
promise you.
vodka into another jug out back, put water in, dump the water out in front of everyone, and say it's for Ukraine. The vodka's in.
I'm going to tell you something. Do you remember the 6-drink challenge that it would take, or the 6-shot challenge? It would take people 25 minutes, half hour to do 6 shots.
I don't know.
So
I could do 6 shots in a second.
So I took Jim Beam and I poured out of Jim Beam 6 shots, which is like 9 ounces of
Yep.
pure, and I guzzled it down instantly, and I shook it off, and I ate a piece of candy. Well,
piece of candy.
3 years later, we find out that Jeff Leary took iced tea and put it in the bottle of Jim Beam and made it look like Jeff Leary was drinking 10 ounces of
Is
bourbon.
that the same Jeff
in
Leary who
one
solves
sip.
Wordle on the first shot?
Yes.
No.
But since then, I've learned to be able to drink 6 shots of Jim Beam in one drink.
You know,
Don't be a pussy. Let's talk about addicted.
Addiction. You guys throw that word around like you said the kid's addicted to, what were you saying? Addicted to what? A game?
Social media.
Social
No,
media.
yeah, I'm saying how people get addicted
Okay,
to this.
so if you take the kid's social media away for, I don't know, 3 days, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days,
Hmm.
5 days, you're going to have withdrawals?
you're gonna
Oh,
say
they will.
no,
They'll
but
go,
they
they'll
will.
go batshit
They will.
crazy.
They will. They were
Physical.
raised
They're
with
gonna
this.
physical and
Absolutely.
I think they will.
from a fucking iPod.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
These kids were raised
They
from
won't
it.
be able to sleep. They'll suffer from sleeplessness,
They're gonna feel like
anxiety.
Yep.
They might not eat. They might overeat. No.
You think so?
Yep.
You think that's become a physical addiction like an opiate?
Oh, absolutely do.
They've made their
Yeah.
brain wired
We
so
gotta
that
have rehab?
it's a part of their life. They've made it an extension. These kids, the newer gen,
What are
has
we going
made
to
it.
have rehab with like checkers and chess?
No, you lost that fight.
Monopoly?
You lost
No.
that fight, Jeffrey. You lost. We lost. I shouldn't say you. I'm not blaming you. We
Oh.
lost that fight. That new gen.
Like back in the 70s, you had weak weed. Like we had Pong for a video game. These kids got shit now. Where you
Pac-Man.
pick up-
Wait. Let me ask you a question.
Tetris.
Let me-
Right?
How many people?
asteroids,
How many
hemorrhoids.
people over this last year did you see regurgitate what they were told by the television without actually doing much research themselves on both sides? I'll just say both sides.
A lot.
So understand, again, that's from an adult view of, you're educated, you know how to look up things, and people still was just like, no, I trust that news source because I've heard them every day. They just go to it. These kids are now intertwined with these media sources just as a part of them. It's now a part of their life. It wasn't an extension added. They were born into it. It's not the same like for us because it got added to
Right.
our life. They got born into it.
My kids are,
That's the
my
key
daughters
difference.
are in their 20s. One's 25, one's 28. And they are 27. I don't know. I don't even know how old my kids are,
That's
but
fucked
they're in
up.
their 20s. But when they were in high school, they couldn't get phones till they were like 16 or 17, right? But the only punishment I did was I took their phones. When they got in trouble, like I'll never forget it. My daughter Shayna, she knew this boy Scott, and Scott got his license. I said, "Don't you dare go in that car with that boy Scott," because I know what cars do.
Oh yeah.
They try stinky finger, sticking their tongue down her throat.
Yeah,
Fuck that. Leave
yeah,
my kid alone,
yeah.
right? Sure enough, that bitch went in that car with Scott, right?
Yeah.
And I find out years later, it went beyond stinky finger. She lost her virginity, that little prick.
Ah.
Anyways, though,
She left her hymen on
the
the
moral
center
of
a
the story,
96
though,
Chevy.
is I would, because they were on my phone line, I would call AT&T and I would go, I
But-
want you to suspend the service on, and I would give both their
Ooh.
phone numbers. Those girls would come in my room. Please, Mom, you can't do this. You're destroying my life.
Because a key thing you
Social
gotta understand
media.
too. Watch this part. So while you took them out of it, you're acting like you're
punishing them. But you are. But the problem is you removed them
Apparently, I was
from a
destroying
world
their
that's
life.
happening. Well, no, but I mean, you removed them from, again, whether you want to admit it or not, you removed them from a world that was continuing on without them. And their anxiety is going to come from the fact that that world is moving forward.
Oh.
They're not in it. The kids in the group that they were interacting with have continued on with whatever they're doing. And mommy and daddy said, I'm in timeout for the week.
Oh,
Meanwhile, when you get back, it's like little, the whole group, the peer group has advanced, whatever. That's the dynamic. Again, you didn't grow up in it. You're not going to understand that.
I'd like to make
Totally
a statement
different
about
range.
that.
What?
I had a burner phone.
can I turn this down a little bit? I'm a little loud.
Mikey's giving you a headache,
Yep,
or is it me?
both of you are. Anyways, go ahead.
Typical. So listen,
Yes.
I need snare. I need more snare.
I need more snare.
More
in my
cowbell. More cowbell.
headphones. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. So I had a phone that was like we'd use at work for like one of the people to take pictures with, and I kept it, so I had it when I gave it to my daughter. But my daughter got her own phone, so when my wife would get a thing where she flunked a test or didn't do her homework, my wife would take her phone for 2 days, and I'd be like this, and my daughter would have a burner phone.
I'd beat your ass.
But look at my daughter now; she's such a sweetheart. I mean,
Yeah. But
against
tell your
all
daughter,
odds, against
don't go
all
in the
odds.
car with Scott because you can't go. Girls, parents, don't let your girls ride around
No.
with boys with their licenses.
Better yet, Dylan, your parents, Jaden's going to take advantage of you. Believe me, if she's,
Is
she
your, hey,
she
is
don't
your
have
wife-
to worry about Dylan.
Is
she,
Phil
she
still
might
mad at
get
you about
drilled up
last
the
week?
ass with a tie on for Dylan.
How many dozens of roses did last week's show cost you?
Did we call Phil last week?
Yeah,
No,
remember
you
you,
did. I caught
you
that.
said something not
did
nice
watch.
about her. She was
No,
upset.
I love my wife.
Remember?
It's a beautiful woman.
No, she
My
is.
mother-in-law was over last week. Let's see what my wife's cooking for food tonight. I think I already know.
Taco Tuesday.
She loves it when we call.
No, my wife hates me.
No, I know.
But she loves a bonus check every 3 weeks. It keeps us glued together.
Little public
I don't
service
even know her phone
announcement. I
number.
want everybody
Keeps
to
us
know
glued
St.
together.
Patrick's Day is coming up. It's next. Is it Wednesday or Thursday?
Thursday.
Next Thursday.
I'm doing a live show for you.
Come see,
Thursday
come
or
see your
Thursday.
favorite
Yeah, for my
attorney
$50
Rita
a week,
Brown
we're gonna go
serving
on
corned
location.
beef and cabbage at the Corky Road Club. I want to say I think lunch starts around. I don't even know. I think you can get your
Drinking
meal as
starts
early as
around
11.
10. around
Drinking
10.
starts at 10 or 9 or 10.
All right, let's see what we got. Let's pretend.
I'll have to call Dawn
Hey,
and
should
find
be all
out.
confused because usually I'm done by now. If she's watching, she won't answer.
Just gonna answer and say, I am watching.
Probably not doing nothing anyway. She's probably putting arsenic in the broccoli sauce. Yeah. My wife's definitely
So
watching.
much MSG.
Shut off during showtime.
Triple the MSG.
She's like, I don't take this fool's call when he's off the show. Never mind on the show. But what else we got going on?
I ran into the mother of that boy that got killed in Corky Row. Remember?
Yes, if they
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to
I
name
ran into the mother.
The thing
I ran
after.
into the mother and her people. They had gone before the park board because they had put a resolution in to change the name of the park, and the park board was very nice. Listen
They
to
were.
them. But
My
they
mic
told
seems
them,
like they
listen,
lowered it, but-
why don't you rewrite the resolution? Let's do a bench or a basketball or some little area. So it's funny. I ran into the mother, maybe a couple of weeks ago. I think it was over at Harry's having lunch. And, I cannot wrap my head around the loss of a child like she suffered. I mean, I've suffered the loss of family members, but I hope that we do not forget that. So, I told the woman, don't give up on this, getting some acknowledgement for him, whether it's a bench or a court or something. And
Yeah, it
I
could
feel
be.
like we forget. Corky Row Neighborhood Association meets the first Monday of every month. Corky Row being one of those troubled neighborhoods. You know what I mean?
And Dawn does a good job over there with the Veterans
yeah.
Kitchen.
Yep. Dawn.
And your friend Pam.
Dawn does the
3
my
weeks in a row.
friend, my friend.
You might have three. This is 3 weeks in a row.
You're
You
fucking
might.
killing me already. Don't push it, Jeff.
Okay.
Don't push
2
it.
weeks is good.
If I want to be a bitch, let me be a bitch, okay?
All right, but listen.
But I want you to know,
Let's give our show sponsors a little
let's
shout out.
go to Corky Row for your corned beef. You know something? It's cheap. You can get a corned beef sandwich, corned
She was
beef meal.
balls deep
You
in
can get
corned beef.
green beer.
Ovaries deep.
And guess who's serving the food?
You.
Come on, bro.
Guess who's doing the
people
live remote from there?
Oh shit! Wait,
Is he?
what?
Boomer, you coming over to Corky Row for some corned beef?
If I give Boom a 500 cash, he might.
Talk to how the home works.
Oh.
Charge the
What
iPad.
else? How about we go to a commercial?
We can do that.
And then when we
We
get
got
back,
commercials
we'll wrap
now?
it up. We do. We're getting fancy over here. This is Eric B. Media. We ain't fucking around with
Come
some,
on.
You ain't fucking with
Is
some
it an Eric B. Media commercial?
broke media. Get the Kanye reference?
I got that.
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk
Good job. Good job.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Here's the numbers right there. Best month ever, boss.
I know,
Whoa,
but
what?
tomorrow is a new month. Back to zero. And with all the nice inventory I have that you criticize me about for buying around Christmas time,
Can we just celebrate the
it
night?
should be easier to do even better next month. April is even better, guys. But in the meanwhile, congratulations.
Great.
Good job.
Tomorrow we're
Good
losers
job.
again.
Good job.
Side.
Commercial.
What's necessary media?
My little.
Go
thing.
at it. Explain.
What are we live right now?
Another
We doing
plug.
it
Yeah,
back?
let's explain.
No. So what's going to be going on is because I just have my own little stuff that I've been doing for a while. It's mostly just added video content. So like it's going to be a little commentary over things like that. The edited stuff.
You're Wait a
Not
second.
this. It's
Let's
not
back up.
this. It's not
You're-
this.
You're talking about Necessary Media?
Correct. This
Yeah.
would
So
be
one
my
of
own
our
baby.
sponsors this week is Necessary Media.
I wouldn't go that far, but sure, since I'm here, we'll say like my pay
Well,
in
it's
this week's
mutual,
contract.
yes.
Because I think I have like
A
5 of these
blunt,
in my
and I'll
contract,
promote your
right?
show.
Well, no, in my contract, yeah, I have like 5 of these at least,
You got like
like
700 left.
So-
annually.
Mike,
Payroll.
What?
tell us what
What I
Necessary
wanted to,
Media is.
what it's, listen, it's the way I ramble on here, right? Instead of me having to take up about 30 minutes, I can deliver it in 10 minutes and say, listen, if you want the rest, the other 20 minutes, tune in later. I'll go over this deeper. I can deep dive.
Is this a
Balls deep.
podcast?
No, that's what I mean. It's not going to be this. It's literally, so I already have the channel up. I've had my Necessary Media stuff up for a while. It's just me putting out the content again, but this
Is
time
there
I'm
a date?
actually
Is there a
actively
date and
it's
time?
next week, right after the show, but I might be switching it to Wednesdays.
So
It's gonna
next
be-
Tuesday.
But I want to find out because I want to be in collaboration with the people that are going on here. Meaning, I want the content to stream to just take up a time slot. So I gotta double check on like the Portuguese realtor and everything. I don't want to overlap people.
All
is
right,
what I'm
time
saying.
out. So Necessary
It's gonna be
Media
that following Raw.
is going to be a podcast.
It's not a podcast. It's just literally tune in for
Someday.
about an hour starting next week. Next week after the show, you're going to have an hour of content that is going to be up. It will be live. It'll be pushed live, but it's not going to be a live show like this. I'm not taking calls. You can't be able, it will be live where you
So
should
what
be able
kind of
to
show is it gonna
comment
be?
through. I just, like I said, if I'm whatever we're talking about now, only I will be able to, I will have the content I'm talking about. So like, let's say for instance, we're going to have the State of the City address, right?
What are the other sponsors? Because I still don't know what you're talking about.
You
It's
asking
not
me
a
the
podcast.
questions. No, it's a show.
It's
just
out
a
of
show.
Mikey's own
It's a
studio.
show.
Is it
It's
a
not a studio.
show?
It's just a show. It's a show.
Mikey's
It's a
got his own
show.
It's
studio.
not a podcast.
It's
not, I'm
next
not
Tuesday at 6. Where can
after
you
our
see
show.
the show?
Look at
Where
that.
can you
on
see it?
Necessary Media. It'll be through Necessary Media on Facebook. That's the
So
page.
if you are,
I
that's
was
what you're
doing
going
this
to tell
before, Rena. You just don't know me
But
like
listen, you're thinking that the people that
that.
are
No,
watching
I
the
know.
show
I know.
know.
This is the preview. What's going
So,
to happen is next
If
week,
you
tune
go
in
on
after the
Facebook,
show.
if
Yep.
you go on Facebook and
Yep.
you put in Necessary Media,
You're going to find
it will come up.
Yes, but there's nothing that's been really going on there since, I don't know, about 4 years now, back in the good old
No,
Jizzle
there's,
days.
there's been some reruns.
But again, when you go there, what you'll see is it's video content. It's
Necessary
not
Media.
I'm not doing podcasts. It's more like you'll see like a 2-minute video skit of something
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on. You know what I mean? Like edited videos
got
and
you.
stuff.
All right.
So what my show will be is that you're looking
It's
at
gonna be
more
video
skits,
content,
pre-recorded
skits.
contacts
I
with
got
me
you.
talking live over some stuff. Not
So
a
after
podcast.
the Raw show next week,
Yes.
Get
More
on your
follow-up
Facebook.
entertainment.
go and search for Necessary Media, and you're going to be
We'll
able
go
to see
over it better next week.
Mikey's
but it's a
Mikey's
guarantee.
gig.
Correct.
Mikey's gig.
I'm
Correct.
actually sharing it to the Raw page right now.
But we'll go over it better next week. I'll
Well,
have a
that'd be good
preview.
idea.
I just shared it to the some part of it to the Raw page.
And can you invite people?
Yes,
Yes.
please do. But again, it's not. I want to be clear. From
I see
starting
it
from
even
now
makes
till
fun
next
of me
week.
and Manny on there. I like
That was the last one. Do you remember that one? That was a good one.
What's
Yeah.
our other
No,
sponsors?
that was your other buddy.
Let's
that
talk
was,
about your other sponsors.
My
other sponsors,
Crossroad.
Rena Brown,
Crossroad. Oh,
Attorney Rena Brown.
Law
If-
Office of Attorney Brown.
Law Office Attorney Brown, and she's right near the court. She's very good with her schedule because she has a good support system. So if you need her right now, like 9 o'clock in the morning, probably getting charged double. 10 o'clock, she'll probably do about what, $350 an hour?
401-835-0598. Not guilty. Me too.
Wait, get a pen. Get a pen. What's that number again?
401-835-0598.
Okay, we'll share the page later on the show. Later on the we'll share the page. And I think that's it for
No,
sponsors.
hey,
We got Sousa
No
Imagery.
booze? Oh, Sousa
Sousa
Image
Image Works. Helder does a great job. He's off tonight doing work like that.
Yep. If you
And if-
need like videos of an event or you want to do a photo shoot, if you go on
Contact them.
Facebook or Google Sousa Image Works, isn't that the name of it?
Sousa Image Works, correct.
Sousa Image Works, you're going to see some beautiful work that he does.
And
He's got
also-
an eye. He's got an eye.
Yes, and also Eric B Media. If you want to do a podcast or if you want to
You want to sponsor this show?
Do-
We'd love to have you,
I'm-
right, Boomer?
infomercial. If you have, there's been cannabis companies, there's been medical doctors, there's been comedians, there's been all types of people that have done business with Eric B Media. Some moved up, some are in California. So you reach out to Boomer Amaral on Facebook or Eric B Media. And is there a phone number we
Come
have?
here and get it done.
774
774
930
930
9211.
9211.
We should get our shit together when it comes to that.
Nah, we got the promotion. That's right. But I want to get back to bullying. And
Aaron Rodgers got bullied into a contract.
I know. I received a text during the show
Is that the quarterback?
of somebody
Wisconsin.
that had
Green Bay.
a text message to their son within the last week saying that you're an ugly ass and this bullying stuff. And I'm going to go up and pull up on you with an AK-47. You're a dead bitch.
Oh my God.
And this is, I believe you said that in 6th, 7th grade, 6th grade.
No, I believe it. Kids are assholes and they're mean. I'm
Sixth grade.
telling you.
Whoa.
I would just say to
So 6th grade, that's fucked up.
a lot of it, it's not that it's serious. It's the fact that there's too much. There's a chance that something serious mixed in with the nonsense. Again, we allow this though. People have promoted it. What are you gonna do?
People believe it. And I believe that was Morton Middle School or Cuss Middle School. There was an incident of a possible suicide. Now, somebody was looking into it and called there, and they were told that no such incident occurred. But we know there's cover-ups everywhere. We saw the young kids that died at the old Hillside Manor. Is it the kid that was emaciated?
Yeah, no, nobody. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Um,
Do
I get my heaters back?
Yeah, we're gonna get. I got
The
another.
guy's got to be warm.
listen,
He's defrosted by now.
I got another vet in need of assistance. So this guy comes in my office. Listen to this. Here's another vet story.
What's his number?
So, well, wait a second. So he lives with his father, and him and his father one's a disabled vet and one is a veteran with disabilities, right? Because somebody
Sounds like RBT and his father.
Anyways, him and his father, the landlord wants them to move out because the landlord wants the apartment for somebody else, blah, blah, blah. They pay $900 a month. So the guy comes in, I says, well, I can help you. I know some people. I get the veterans agent on the phone, talk with her. I got to listen to her for 30 minutes, give me a lecture about the difference between a disabled veteran and a veteran.
I was
with
waiting to
disabilities,
find
which
out.
I didn't really need that lecture from her, but I want to be nice because it's really the first time I've ever been able to get her on the fucking phone. So she talks to my guy. She says to him, I can make you an appointment to come in. You need this, this, and this for 2 weeks out. Right. She's 2 weeks out. Now I'm saying maybe she didn't hear that part about the landlord wants them out within the month. Okay, he gets his appointment, right? He talks to her again after he leaves my office. I call him last week. I'm calling. Finally, he calls me today. She gives him an appointment for February 21st. I'm going to give you a little quiz. What was February 21st, everybody?
2 weeks ago.
A motherfucking holiday. He goes to the government center.
Oh,
It's
Washington's
locked
birthday.
up.
Yeah, Washington's birthday.
He's called. She hasn't called him back yet. You know what? If I was Donald Trump, it would be fired.
Sounds like the Prestige Automat Service Department.
So we're making phone calls. We're trying to get help for him. The eviction paperwork has not been filed. I guess the landlord is really nice, wants them to move out on their own. He says things to them like, can't you sleep on a family member's couch? The father is 80. So and I think he was like an Agent Orange. Does that make sense? Because
Vietnam exposed to
but
him.
no, but another war, they used some other chemicals in one of the other wars.
In the Gulf War.
Yeah.
So,
Gulf War syndrome.
but I'm saying to myself, listen, why is this guy worrying about that? Why are these veterans worrying about that shit? Why is somebody not getting back to him right away and helping him right away? Yeah. That shit pisses me off. So I don't know what kind of money they're giving the veterans agent, but as far as I'm concerned, she's not worth it. There's a gazillion other people that might be able to help this guy long before her.
And not
Boomer, for example. I bet you Boomer would do an awesome job at being the veterans agent.
Yeah, dust your suit off, Boomer.
Boomer, dust your suit off, bro.
Maybe Trot will text you.
Where's my super suit?
Not in closing, but one of the last things I want to get into is fake profiles on Facebook. If you have that little balls that you need to get into something like that, I had the police and a lot of drama going on. And you know what? It was unfair that the person that was involved.
I don't have a fake profile. My stage name is Roxy Maverick,
well, that's fine.
I got some level 3 sex offenders. I don't want them jerking off to pictures of my grandkids.
No, I get that.
Kind of creeps me out.
I get that, and I know why you blocked me now. But it starts trouble. like, so I know, you know what, you should never show the effect of what people have done. But people started some shit and it bothered me. And it started some shit between somebody I know that I'm kind of cool with. And now we're not cool over it. And you know what? Now the profile disappeared. The police investigated and they deleted it. And it caused a big bunch of drama for me today. And it bothered me. And you know what? It should.
Your women, some of the women in your life.
Well, no. Yeah. I have. That's all I have is women in my life. All the men in my life just smoke weed with me and take my hand jobs at Dairy Queen.
I'm not the latter.
No, he takes the weed. He doesn't
Well,
take the
after
hand jobs.
Mexico, you're not one of his girlfriends
We don't
anymore.
talk about what happens in Mexico.
But no,
That
I
was
feel
a
bad.
long tunnel.
I accused somebody and I was wrong. And, you know, and I found out it was probably quite the opposite, but whatever is what it is. But if you go out tonight, watch out for a man that looks like he's about 6'4", 335 to 337.
Sounds like Pat Higgins.
No, he's not 6'4", he's 4'6". He's wearing like a blue striped shirt. He's driving around in an orange Toyota pickup truck, and he may be stoned and he may run you over tonight by accident.
What do you want me to do with him?
Take his keys and drive him home.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is he wearing plaid?
Oh, no, not me.
Carrying a
I'm
lunch
kidding.
bucket?
I'm kidding. Mikey drove me in
It
today.
wasn't me. Yeah, no. I was chauffeured. It's in my contract. I want that stated.
Oh yeah, Mikey needs parking. You know what? I have to give. He's such a fucking diva. I have to get my wife to get a roll of quarters. Philomena, I need a roll of quarters. So Mikey,
Well,
It's in the contract.
In
From now on.
closing, I hope the state of the city goes without drama. I hope that they reconsider this Diamond drama. You know, I know we're running
Hey,
out of
Taunton-
time, but we didn't get to talk about Diamond. But want to
Taunton's
know
going through
something?
this though too right now, right?
You need to go look at the numbers about Diamond. Diamond's another one of those all white facilities as well.
you
I
know,
know.
that's crazy.
The numbers make me crazy. Somebody told me that less than 3 in 5 years after graduation, in 5 years post-graduation, less than 3% of the people that graduate from Diamond are employed in the field that they went to Diamond for. They say that people go to Diamond because instead of sending your kids to Durfee where they're exposed to all different cultures, they'd rather send them to Diamond in the Aggie. Hence, Diamond's like 70-something or 80-something% white.
So why doesn't anyone have a problem with the NBA that's 76% black?
I don't know if this is a real question.
It's
Yeah,
not.
no, I hear because white men can't jump. Didn't you
It's-
watch
okay,
a fucking
all
movie?
right.
What is
So-
Durfee's demographic?
I don't know.
The what?
I don't know.
Baseball?
I know.
Because our demographics in general are that way.
Yeah.
So
No, I
This is
know.
a gateway community, people.
The rumor, when
Gateway.
Diamond was first
Gateway
formed,
community.
I was under the impression that Diamond was a Voc school more geared to individuals that scholastically didn't measure up. They weren't really college bound, right? When Voc
Are you saying
when Voc
retards?
schools were
well,
in
it should be
but that those were the people that it was designed to take. That if you weren't
Just
really
slip
taking
by,
a
hopefully.
scholastic course of your future, these Voc things, which are more difficult than, I'll tell you, I couldn't do half the things my plumber or carpenter do. But that now it's so difficult
They couldn't do half
to
the
get
things you
into
could do.
Diamond because they've raised the entrance requirements. And I don't know if that's what it's, geared for. So I'm not actually thrilled about a new Diamond right now. I think they're like 10 years too early.
I know
and a
I've
few
said
years
it.
too late.
I know I've said it a few times, but why can't, since Bristol Plymouth, New Bedford Voc, why can't we come up with a super regional?
Isn't Taunton right now
Like a
doing
super
something
regional
themselves?
Voc?
all four of the vocational schools. They have 1,000 people in them each, right?
Right.
So you could easily put 4,000 people in the same square footage and process. They'll have 30 people per class.
Listen,
instead of
I'm
10.
with you. I'm with you.
And then you
Hey,
divide
remember
it
that?
up.
No, mark the tape,
Like,
folks,
I'm not-
because this isn't going to matter. You're
I'm
going to
not a
only
genius.
need. No, this is stupid. You remember the conversation? So briefly, we can't get into it. Remember the conversation we just had about the cars, Jeff, outside?
Yeah.
This is going to be similar. You're only going to need these actual physical schools for trades where they got to show you something physically in person. But
Right.
but even that will be somewhat limited. But the actual specialty schools, like in other words, language, not even language, like disability genre. Because you're going to be able to do all this through the Meta. No, you'll be able to do this through the Meta. You don't need. I can learn so much through YouTube and Google that, like, as far as to cover an education base,
So as far as taking a classroom, saying I got to shove 30 kids in a class, you don't need to do that. You literally could have the kid at home,
Well, they're
have his little
complaining that
education base.
Diamond
One
is
teacher is teaching 100 kids.
They're saying Diamond is too small, and all. If Diamond is too small,
It's a waste
then
of
take
money.
less students
It's a
in.
waste
I
of
mean,
money.
I don't know.
for the
This New
hard
Durfee is
surface.
big and
Raise the
huge.
bar.
Maybe
Durfee
you
was a
can.
mistake for that.
Maybe you could take
gonna
one
turn into
of
something else.
Diamond's larger programs, like the nursing program, and incorporate it in one of the areas at the New Durfee school. I
Or-
mean, if the school is too small, then that means you're taking in too many students. Dial it the fuck back.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can't.
think it's the student base. I think it's the coding now. Handicap accessible. Bathrooms have to be wide enough. Elevators. you
No,
need accessibility.
right. No,
That's the
yeah.
issue on the square footage. It's not
Right.
so much-
Also, what happened to
The new
COVID?
building's only gonna add, what, 13 kids a year? So it's not so much the student base, it's meeting the new requirements.
Right.
Of, our
So
government,
why-
how they want them.
And I get it. I absolutely think renovations are in order, becoming, handicap accessible, but a brand spanking new one. And not only that, the price today is not going to be the price in 2 or 3 years. The state tells
The
you they're going
tech
to give you
isn't gonna be the
75%, but there's
same.
exclusions to the
Yeah.
75%.
If you look at the cost of just to refurbish that and get it up to code is $167 million.
Right.
Our cost right now is between 145 and 149
For
a brand new school.
yeah, but that's not what it's going to be. By the time the school gets built,
That still
we're going to
gives
be
us
on the hook.
$17 million to play with, that it doesn't hit that.
Oh, I don't
refurbished
know.
one.
I just
If it goes up $17 million, we have a problem, and we already know where the problem is.
I hope it ends up on the ballot, but you know
So-
what? My thought is it's going to be on the ballot and it'll probably pass. Because the
I'll-
only people voting in April are
I'll
I finally like my taxes to go up for something useful.
right.
I'll let everyone have a last word. I'll have my last word. My last word is solution to this, besides the super fucking maybe next time.
Super fucking regional
Yeah,
school. I
besides
like that.
that.
I like that, Jeff. I
Probably
like
in
that.
80 years it'll be good. But how about we legalize opiates in Fall River
Right?
and tax it 20% like marijuana? The school will be paid for in full in 10 years.
Great idea. Where
And
do I sign
end of
up?
me. You.
I
I
think-
actually would just love to see everybody that lives here get a $25 a year bill, like tenants, anybody 18 and over, right? I don't care. You don't have to be registered. You don't have to own property. Just get a $25 a year bill to everybody that says they live here, right? If you have a mailing address in Fall River, $25, 18 and over per year. You know how much money that might generate? A bit, but I know you're going to ask me to
They do
tack
that.
on
They put it
another.
on your rainwater tax.
Yeah, for just property owners though, not for the average Joe tenant. So how many times am I
6
supposed to
million a year.
increase my
That's
tenant's
six,
rent?
that's 6 million a year.
Thank you so
Fucking
much.
A. All
So
right.
what do you
Mikey,
think?
you got the last word.
$25.
I think we're overpaying for hardware that's not going to be it's not going to matter in about like less than 10 years. So we're going to overpay for hardware that it's going to prove like it's going to show so obvious we overpaid for this. That's all. So I'm concerned about that.
No,
All right. All right.
Trade school wise, I think a lot
The
of
tech, all tech moves so fast
think
that
it has
if
to be
we
hands-on, too.
over focus on such a big building to do everything, what I'm saying is we're focused on paying too much to enclose what you want to teach people. The items that you're going to be teaching people is going to be moving fast, so you need like a facility that moves fast. If you have such a big operation, then you're going to pay so much for this big building. So much of what's inside it is going to change fast that I just feel like we're going to get stuck because our community can't handle such, like, we can try to be the best education. Oh, I love the Fall River education system. Listen, there's only so much you can pay for.
Sam Sutherland.
There's going to be, that wasn't that one, but simple, really.
The district attorney.
Sam made any announcements yet?
No,
That was the rumor I heard you mention at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Running for district attorney. And you know what?
It's simple,
He
You
really.
just announced just now?
Well, me and Dottie have talked it over.
Do you know
Yeah,
what?
that's good.
That he left, he set that whole thing up, and Aaron Hernandez was found guilty. He wasn't the district attorney when he was found guilty, but when he built the case, he sure was. And you know what? He did a good fucking
And they
job.
still
Like,
won a
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
no. And he brings in special prosecutors and there's no
Yep.
there's no taint on his office. They could
He
say a
should
lot of
bring in-
things about him. There were a lot of things wrong with the office. Communication was horrible, but
I
know
would like to
something?
see Linda Pereira.
he wasn't going to protect cops that are criminals.
No. I'd like him to see bring Linda Pereira in to work with DCYF again.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yes.
But Linda's mad at him.
So, I love Linda. You know what? She's a
love Linda
great
too.
person.
She's mad at me too.
Yeah, she'll get
She's
over
mad at
it.
me. She's mad at Sam.
All right, you know what, Linda?
I think I'm in the clear.
You know what?
Yeah,
we're gonna
Mike,
do?
you're
I think I'm
okay.
in the clear.
Hey.
Mike,
Hey, Linda.
you today, bro. Today.
No, listen, Linda's a very nice woman. In fact,
She helped
the
me- she
entire
helped me a lot
coven
in
is.
the back.
But if you fuck with the coven, you're dead. And whenever
It's
the coven,
coven. It's not a coven. It's a
I
coven.
call you Rena still.
No, but she was right on that veteran. I hope she gets on these other veterans for me
She
too.
was. Amen. Any last chirps from Eric B. Media? Tomorrow night, Portuguese realtor.
What time?
Helda asked me if I wanted to come on because he's not on, but I think it would be better if you came on
When is this?
tomorrow at 7.
I gotta
7.
check my dance card. I've been spending a ton of time with my daughter and my family.
Good.
You know,
Good for you.
family time.
So it's going to be Gilberto and the Portuguese realtor. It may be Rena or myself, or it might be just them two. I know Helda's not here. That's all he told me.
But until then, are we gonna see people
We're
next
over
week?
and out.
Are we gonna see people next week?
We're
Oh,
gonna
wait,
see
whoa.
necessary media
Yeah, we'll
after the
follow up
Raw
for next
show
week, but are we
on
gonna
Facebook.
Yes.
We'll follow up on
I
that
got
next week.
this.
Don't worry.
Yes.
But are we gonna see people next week?
See you next Tuesday.
No,
But also,
See you next Tuesday.
the following
I tried
Tuesday.
so hard to
Hey,
set
the
it up.
following
See
Tuesday.
you
Yeah.
next
Hey,
Tuesday.
following Tuesday is you two.
Why?
And
So
whatever
next Tuesday,
midget
all
you
three.
wanna
But the
bring
next
in.
Tuesday after that. So
Oh.
next Tuesday, all
Want
three.
me to
Next
try to
Tuesday,
find a guest?
we'll try. Next week, all three. Next week after
Who
that.
knows? I don't even know if I'm gonna live
See you
till
next
tomorrow.
Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. I'll probably be
It's
dead by
simple,
then.
really.
Job, Jeff. Good job.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Here's the numbers right there. Best month ever, boss.
I know.
Whoa,
But
what?
this tomorrow is a new month. Back to zero. And with all the nice inventory I have that you criticize me about for buying around Christmas time,
Can we just celebrate the night?
it should be easier to do even better next month.